G'day guys, welcome to another Tuesday night in the man cave. Hope you all had a bloody awesome week. Now what we've got going on tonight is we take the drone out to the shack, so you get to see, a lot of people wanted to see the lay of the land out there, so I get the drone and I get it up there. We check out what Nay's doing in the woodshed. We have a tiny little visitor come into the man cave. And what else? Oh, we've got 2 stickers for the worldwide sticker board. What else we got? Oh, and I start a welding project. So I'll talk about it, but yeah, I wanted to hone my skills of welding. 2017, I want to become a better bloody welder. So you'll see what the project that I'm doing, which gives me plenty of bloody welding. Cool. Where are we going? Let's get straight into the drone and head out to the shack. Alright guys, we're heading off to the shack. Got the drone on board. Alright, see you out there. Alright guys, so we've made it to the shack. I've brought Max out, give him a bit of a run. So now I've got to get my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pack off. And I'll give you a quick look at that. And I've also got to see if I can hopefully navigate this thing up through the bloody canopy. So yes, the shack is still standing. I don't know why it is, but every time I come here and I go, oh my God, it's still standing. No one's mucked around with it. Nothing's, nothing in me dodgy building. It's still there. Bloody crazy. All right, I'll show you this this pack. It's obviously for the drone. That reminds me of the, what's that bloody Marvel? Hydra, the Hydra bloody symbol. You cut one head and more heads will come. So I've got to unzip this. Try and do this without one hand. So it's got a hard shell. And there you go. So all that bloody stuff goes in there. So now I can take this on the bike. I was thinking of having this in the box and I was going to strap it actually to the postie on there and I was going to come out. But I quickly went, no, don't do that, because just that constant bloody belting around. So having it on a bag on the back will obviously protect it. So that's the deal. This is the canopy I've got to get out. So I'm hoping I should be able to, and may probably move over this way, up through there, I reckon. Cool. So, and I'm still in beginner mode. I'm being very good in staying in beginner mode, because that only lets me go 30 meters up. And it might even be possibly 30 metres out as well. It just says, no, you can't go any further, Mark. You're a bloody dickhead. You haven't bloody learnt everything yet. So I'm not letting you go any bloody further. All right, I'll get set up and we'll kick this off. Okay, so we've got that all set up. Takes me no time at all to do that. Now all I've got to do is turn that on, turn the mobile phone on, obviously, and do the wireless thing to that. And then I do a calibration, which you'll see in a minute. So I've got no tripod. So I'm going to precariously sit this on here. All right, so you can see me. Let's do the little drone dance. Turn that on. That bloody thing gets turned on. Oh, and then it scares you. Then all I've got to do is find my little app. The DJI Go map app, and now it's saying, whoop, where are you? It's saying that it wants to be calibrated, and that's the little dance we've got to do. I'll just like this, and then you just got to go do this. And I do it 2 times, and I think that works. Then we should be pretty well right. Cool. So now you can see the camera's on. So that's seeing exactly what that drone is seeing.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Cool. And actually, Jax was showing me how to catch the thing while it's in flight, and I've actually done it. So I'll do it when it comes back down instead of doing the auto landing, but I'll do the auto takeoff. So it's found all its GPS stuff. It's right to go. So there you go, that just auto lifted it up. I moved it up a little bit and it should just hold, I'm not touching anything. And that just sits there until I tell it to do something. Turn it around, that way. Bloody beautiful. All right, I'll see you when we get up. There you go, guys, we're up. I can see above the canopy. I'll just keep going until it tells. So it's told me it's got that's the most. All right, guys. So those that wanted to see the surrounds or the lay of the land, oh, this is what you're seeing. So this is where this bloody hut is, or the shack. And I'll just do a bloody 360. And yeah, I don't think, I was wondering whether people would be able to see anything that would kind of like go, ah, I know where it is, but you would have no clue how to get to this shack. There you go. Bloody crazy. All right, so now what we'll do, on this little thing here, that controls the camera. So I'm going to point it down. So here we go, we're going to go down. There you go. So there you go, directly there, you can see that's the shack. Cool bananas. All right, guys, I'll now try and bloody land it back down. Can you see it hot? Yeah, you can. Cool. So now I'm going to try and just grab it and turn it off, which means I just got to pull this down. How's that? That makes life a whole lot easier, and it stops, because obviously when you're close to the ground, when you reach up, there's a lot of air bloody pushing down through that, so it stops a lot of the dust when you're landing it, getting on the camera. But there you go, guys, cool. It's bloody crazy, you know, you bloody jump on max and you're riding an area and it's like, ah, and you pull up and it's all bloody noisy, and then you turn off the motorbike, then you just start doing a bit of and then I don't know, it's just like at the moment it's just so tranquil here. Yeah, crazy. But I know in a few minutes I'm going to take off and it's just going to be all mad again. All right, so what I've done, so I've packed that away. I've just checked on the iPhone, so I've got that drone to record at 108 high definition 1080. But it also records what you see on the phone, and I think that's in 720. So what I can do is I just quickly check that and make sure I got the footage that I did record and all that kind of stuff. And then I go, yep, cool, all done. So that's a really good thing, that you can check to see that you've actually recorded and what you recorded and all that kind of stuff without having to, you know, offload it off the drone, which is what I do. I take that home and then connect a USB into where the gimbal part is, and then that just takes the files off. You can take the little micro SD card out and put it in, but it's just easier to do it the other way. All right, I'm rambling like bloody always. All right, guys, back to the man cave. All right, let's go and check out what bloody Nay's doing in that woodshed. All right, guys, so last week you seen us grabbing those pallets out at Bunnings. I'll show you what Nay's been making. She's making some more of them, and then I'll show you the finished product. Around here, this is what she's got. All bits of pallets. She's sanded it up. Hello.
Hello.
And now she's putting this together, and this is what it's gonna be. I need you to come out and sit on it.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm filthy.
There it is, look at that. It's a bloody step ladder. It's made it all kind of like the old rough type stuff. There you go, sit on it.
You sit on it.
Look at that.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
And it does work as a step down.
That's it. Now you got to dance the jig.
There will be no dancing.
Oh, and out of the thicker pieces, she's made more of those railway crossing signs, because the one that she's made 2 of them. We've got one in our lounge room. The other one that she sold it really quick. So I said you best make some more. All right, so a couple of days later, and now there is 3. Look at that. So there was that original one there in the greeny colour, and we got this one here. They're all identical. She's just done different coloured paints, like the charcoal grey there. And of course, me being crazy, I had to dress it all up with motorcycle stuff. So look, you could even use it if you were just about ready to bloody service your motorbike. Look at that. Looks like a bit of a Maxima bloody advert, but it's what I use. Cool. Bloody crazy. She never ceases to amaze me. All right, let's head out over that way and do the 2 stickers. So we've got 2 stickers. The first sticker is from San Antonio, Texas, from Lonnie. Thanks, mate. Got a write-up. 2 stickers, and this is obviously the state of Texas. It says Lonnie. Oh, hang on a minute. Better put me bloody short lookers on. AEST.33. So Lonnie Benton. Cool. All right, Lonnie says, "G'day Mark and Nay, just a quick note to get these stickers to you. My wife and I lived in Melbourne from 2005 to 2009 and loved every minute of it. I had a Triumph Sprint ST and a GSX 1400. My mates and I had many trips on the bikes. Most memorable ones are from Melbourne to Cooper Pedy, then from Melbourne to Rapid Bay, South Australia. Riding from Cranbourne to Phillip Island for the MotoGP was great too. Watching your videos along with Nerb 1 sure makes me wish I had a dual sport back then. No regrets though. Keep on riding, RSM8. Now I'm not too sure, just, can you see that, where is it? RSM8, there it is up there. I reckon I've come across this before. M and 8 is mate, but the RS, and all I can think of in my head is RuneScape, so tell me what the hell that means. I searched on Google and I still couldn't bloody find it. See you on the tubes, Lonnie, BritX3186, Benton, San Antonio, Texas. Cool bananas. All right, so I've got 2 of them. One's going to go over there and one's going to go on here. So we're over here. There we go, guys. So United States, Texas is right there. I haven't put a pin in there yet. And there is the sticker. Bloody ripper, thanks Lonnie. All right, guys, so the second one is from Kitchener, Ontario, Canada, but it's actually a box. Look at that. And look at those bloody, what do you call it, postage stamps. They are cool ass postage stamps. Now, what came in it is all these bits and pieces. So I've got a write-up, got some photos. So there's, obviously that's the mighty DR650, and he's obviously got it in the shop. Getting some work done to it, mostly some mods and bits and pieces. And also, there was this thing, it's a Parks Pass. I actually contacted him via email and said, did I tell you who it was from? It's from Corey Buckwell. Thanks, mate, bloody ripper. I actually contacted Corey and asked him, did that go in there by mistake? Because it was valid up until the end of 2017. I thought, shit, it might be worth some bloody money. But they were handing these out free because of an anniversary or something like that. So, yeah, so he had a spare one, so he whacked it in there. And in the meantime, he realised after he sent the parcel that the sticker that was supposed to come was on the bloody floor of the car. So I didn't get a sticker, but we'll actually use that, I reckon. I'll cut that off there and we'll use that as a sticker on the board. Now, what else came in? He sent me a what do you call it, air filter thing. So this will actually go to replace the one underneath the seat, so for the vacuum Duvalaki, which I've mucked around, and I tried to put a pre-filter on and I actually ended up starving the bloody bike by doing it, so I had to rip it all off because I couldn't tell a way to change the little filter thing on the inside, so that will be interesting to see whether that works. And the other thing is this little bloody thing. It's a tail light, an LED tail light. Grab this out, come on out of there. So that's what, yeah, remember I tried to do the LED and it just didn't work proper, so we're going to give this one a shot and see if it does any better than the other one, so that'll be really cool. And he's actually sent me the packaging photos, so it has all the details, so if this does work, I'll be able to tell you that's the one to bloody get. Cool. Which I'll actually do all them next week, putting them on the bike. Alright, so here's what he says. To Mark. Greetings from Canada. Love your videos and always enjoy Tuesday in the Man Cave videos. I own a 2007 DR650 and heavy modded it out. I learned a lot from your DR how-to videos. I've included pictures of my DR with the custom 13 watt headlight. I included a LED rear bulb for you too. Try. I know the other one you tried didn't work and wasn't bright when braking was applied. I haven't been able to try this styled LED bulb yet due to my bike in the shop getting loads of things done to it. Jet, tyres, rear tail light and plate mod, as well as K&N filter, FMM power bomb, and the list goes on and on, as we bloody well know. This style LED bulb blinks a few times when brake pressed to warn other people of it. Try it out, and if it's no good, throw it out. I got a few of them very cheap off eBay and thought would make a good video seeing how it works. Also included a mini air filter for your vacuum line under the seat. Not sure if you've already have one installed. Of course there is a sticker. No, there's not, because it's on the bottom of his bloody car. Included for your wall. Cheers from Corey Buckwell. Bloody ripper, mate. Thanks heaps, Corey. Alright, so I'm going to cut this up and stick it up there. So there we go, guys. So we go to Canada and then we come down over to there. Where's my finger? There it is. So that's Toronto, and Kitchener is just a little bit back from there. And there is the sticker. Bloody awesome, Corey. Thanks heaps for all that stuff, mate. All right, now let's go back to the man cave. Okay, so now we get to see the little visitor that we had in the man cave. Cool. Got a little visitor.
As quickly as you can, snatch the pebble from my hand. When you take the pebble from my hand, it will be time for you to leave.
Say goodbye. Oh, he's on the camera. Alright guys, let's get into the bloody welding. Alright guys, so you all know that I am absolutely shit at doing welding, although the stuff that I've welded is still holding up. So the stuff that I've done on the trailer, the stuff that I've done on Tommy, that bloody post-apocalyptic postie bike, and even Nay's postie bike, which is what she sits on, is still holding up regardless of how shit my bloody welds looked. Obviously, yeah, at some stage they're most probably going to give away. Anyway, for 2017 I said to myself, right, I want to try and learn how to do welding properly. So I didn't have anything to do, so I thought, well, find a bloody project that I can do that's going to require a fair amount of bloody welding. So what I've got is two car tyre rims here, and I'm going to create, you would have seen in those bloody little fire stove pot bloody belly type things. So what I've done is I've made sure that I've grinded all this down, so I'm trying to make sure I get all the preparation right. So grinding it so it's all bare metal on both sides. You guys all complained about my shitty bloody welding thing because I'm having to hold this while doing some, you know. So I went out, I bought a cheap one, but it's one that I can sit on my bloody head. Apparently I've got to adjust it. There you go. Look at that, I look like a welder already. So I bought this, I think it was like 30 bucks that I got it for. I'll work out how to use it. I haven't had to play with it. The only thing I've done is put all the bloody stickers on it, because I'm a big kid. And I've been looking at YouTube and, you know, making sure I've read the bloody read the instructions and all that kind of stuff, you know, so the wire size and the amperage and the speed and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to tack this together, and then I'm going to weld all the way around it, or majority of it, and that's going to give me some good practice, and then adjusting it and all that. I'm blabbling now. Let's get in to start bloody tacking it. Actually, guys, I'll just let you know that I removed the weights that was on the rims, and also the rubber bloody hose duvallaki. On a previous one that I used just as a single, I left the rubber bloody thing in there, and oh my god, did it make a mess when I had the fire going in it. It was bloody crazy. So yeah, I've removed that this time. Now I've made sure I've welded so that that's all nice clean bloody metal there for the earth strap to clip onto. So on the inside and on the outside it's all been cleaned up. Alright, so the things I've got to work out is what size is the metal that I'm working with. It's 2.5 mil metal that I'm trying to weld. The wire that's coming out of the welder is 0.8 mil or something like that, which is listed in my book. And then the speed, so I believe that's the feed rate, the speed that the wire is going to come out. And then I've only got either a min voltage or a max voltage. So I've got 65 amps or 90 amps. So currently that's on 90 amps at the moment. But in the book, basically it says up to 2 mil metal I can be on the minimum. When you get into the 3 mil thick, you go to the 90. So I'm kind of like very close to the 90, but I'm going to start off with the 65 amp, which is the minimum, see how that goes, and then I might change it up to the 90, just depending on what happens. And basically when I'm doing this, going on what other people are saying, the perfect thing is frying bacon, so sizzling bacon, not popping noises and all that. If it's popping, I'm doing something wrong, and obviously I can tell by whatever the weld comes up. Alright, I'm shutting up, let's get straight into tacking it. Alright guys, so that's the bloody tacking done. Hopefully. Shit, failed. Alright, let's do that again. Alright guys, so I've welded that all back to bloody nice and straight. I've started on there. I've turned the thing up to the max voltage, and I've increased the speed just a little bit. I don't know whether it's just me not doing it enough or how I'm doing it, but I'll just try that anyway. Alright, let's get it. Alright, that looks a little bit better. Alright, I think I went a bit better. That seems to have laid quite well. Actually, I'll show you. You can see that. Alright, if this bloody thing falls off, I don't know what I'll do. Oh. Bloody brilliant! Alright. Alright guys, so I reckon I'm I've done me clean up good. I've now got the welder set up to what this metal needs. So I obviously needed to be on the maximum and have that extra feed. I'm feeding it just over 6. I can go up to 7 if it's any, I don't know, whatever. So where I've got it set seems pretty bloody good. So now all I've got to do is hone on my my skill of actually laying it down. I notice while I'm doing it, my hand starts to bloody shake, which I think's working for me because it's doing that little, like, you know, I don't know, the S's or the little pulls. Anyway, so there you go. All right, so now I'm just going to practice away. I won't show you that shit. I'll just keep going and pull the bloody hell out of ears. All right, and then I'll show you what I've got. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright guys, I think I need to go and have some bacon and eggs. I've let this bloody roll on too long and I've just kept on bloody going. I think I'm getting shaky and whatever because I'm needing food. Alright, I'll show you what I've got. Alright, started up there, kind of like went good and then went bad and then went shit. But then here, coming down here, I've started to go pretty good, but I'm not exactly bloody straight, am I? God. That's alright, I'll go and have some bacon and eggs, get refreshed, and then I'll get back into it. Alright guys, well there you go. I went and had bacon and eggs, had a bit of a rest, and I then have now gone all the way around this. And it's obviously still not perfect, but that's much better welding. You'll see, like, there's some sections like there, you can see it really funny looking. But yeah, I just get onto some sections. I was just doing, you know, little bits at a time. Like that section there was really good. I think that's just what it's got to be. You just got to, it's like, you know, if you want to get better on a motorbike, you just got to keep at it. Just keep bloody doing it. And as I'm going along, I don't know, I suppose it's like if you're a golf player, I mean, I'm not a golf player, but I've played golf. When you're having that bloody swing, there's so many things you're thinking about and you've got to get bloody doing and this and that and hold your thing. And I think that's the same with, you know, whether it's motorbike riding or whether it's bloody welding. As you start to pick up on little thick bits and pieces, that goes to the back of the brain. You're not concentrating on that and you're concentrating on the next thing. And that's how obviously you get better, I suppose. I don't know, could be talking porcupines. Alright guys, so I've got, now that's basically a barrel, so I've got that side there and that side there. So that's going to be the top. That'll be the bottom. I'll most probably put some feet on this so that it keeps good airflow into there. I'm going to get an angle grinder and cut basically a door. And I wanted to do that while this was joined so that that'll come off as one piece, and I'll most probably hinge that so it's a little door. Don't know if I can get that fancy or not. And then I'll most probably do some stuff on this side. There's so many options that you can do with these bloody things. Like, you just jump on the net and type in, I don't know, tyre rim fire pit or something like that, and all these different things come up. Some of them are bloody fantastic. So that's the plan for that. I'll show you as I go along anyway. But for now, back to the man cave. Well, there you go guys, that's another Tuesday night in the man cave done and bloody dusted. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. Remember, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, just keep on bloody keeping on.